The clock is ticking for TikTok, the Chinese company facing a deadline to divest in the U.S. by January 15th of next year, or it won't be able to operate in this country. The sell or be banned move marks the first time the U.S. has passed a law that could trigger a social media platform to be blocked in the States. The app is used by about half of our country, 170 million Americans. TikTok's economic impact report claims that it drove $15 billion in revenue for U.S. small businesses last year. And it's also where 1/3 of our young people are getting their news. That's according to Pew Research Center. Now, that is a red flag for national security officials in Washington who fear possible influence by the Chinese government. President Biden, along with lawmakers, have argued that the company is beholden to the country's authoritarian communist regime.
This is a huge collection tool, and both in terms of data and in terms of propaganda for the Chinese. I think there's a lot of creativity on TikTok. I don't want it to go away. I just don't want at the end of the day it being controlled by a foreign adversary.
TikTok denies ever sharing U.S. consumer data with the Chinese government. Ahead of the deadline, the company promising to sue, calling the measure unconstitutional. Here's the latest from TikTok CEO.
TikTok gives everyday Americans a powerful way to be seen and heard, and that's why so many people have made TikTok part of their daily lives. Rest assured, we aren't going anywhere. We are confident, and we will keep fighting for your rights in the courts.
Okay, I want to bring in Jason Linton on this, a dad who posts content about his family on TikTok. He has a very impressive 13.8 million followers there. Jason, thanks for making the time.
Thanks for having me, Natasha.
Tell me about your TikTok. What is your account about? What type of content do you make? And how does creating this sort of content on TikTok help you sustain your family?
Well, my content is about just me showing different facets of fatherhood in my family. My son has special needs, so I show how me and him interact and how I help with his sensory problems while I'm cutting his hair. I have my 3 children are adopted. I have Lillian, Harper, and Christian, and just showing how our multi-ethnic family has come together through the adoption process and how we go forward, just trying to spread joy and awareness about different issues that we deal with in our family along the process.
It's a beautiful thing. And, you know, my brother, my only sibling, has special needs as well. I really appreciate the visibility that you've lent on your channel. Tell me, how would a TikTok ban impact you and your family?
Well, namely for our family, it cuts off a resource that we have to get information and also to share information with our community, because it's not just us doing silly dances, it's us building community. So a lot of things that we may not have known, or other people that may not have known, when we share our story, those things are, people come together in that community and we learn from each other so we can be better parents, so we can do better for our families. The other thing is, yes, we do brand deals and stuff like that that help us it brought us out of poverty. It really did. It changed our life because it's not a lot of prospects in the middle of nowhere in Oklahoma. And so for us to be able to do this and spend more time as a family, we also have positively impacted our neighborhood and our community by supporting the local businesses that are out here that don't have an outlet like TikTok to reach a lot of people. So it's been all around a great positive influence in our lives.
Brought you out of poverty. That's a big statement to make, and I appreciate it. I have to ask the big devil's advocate question, because, you know, so many believe that TikTok, beholden to the will of the Chinese government, presents a real national security risk, that it allows China to spy on us, to collect our information, that they could influence our elections, our democracy. Isn't that serious enough to warrant forcing a sale of this app?
There are serious concerns, and we need to look at them in a way that I believe that this nation is full of some of the smartest people in the world, and they can come up with a comprehensive bill to go ahead and to identify and to address all of these issues that have come up during this whole TikTok inquisition. And I feel like it applies to every social media platform. We haven't been out of hot water with every other platform. Like, we've had Facebook with the whole Cambridge Analytica thing. Like, there's been so many issues. I worked for the government for a short while, and my information got leaked, and they had to notify me via email. So there's a security issue that we have bad actors that are out there, and we need to protect American data. And that's not going to be accomplished just by honing in on one platform. We need to come up with a platform that or a solution that helps us across all platforms so we can all be safer.
I understand that you were one of several TikTok creators who visited the White House recently. Tell us more about
Yeah.
this visit. And what did the president tell you, or what does this tell you about why he is courting TikTok influencers while the government is working to ban the platform?
Well, it's something that is like everybody knows, they always bring up the young people, the youth, and how they are able to bring action, how they're able to organize. And people want to know what the young people are saying. They want to know what the voters are saying. And in this whole brazen act of Congress, they kind of showed that they're not really listening, but we're speaking. And that was the reason why we were able to be invited to the White House, because he wanted to have his finger on the pulse of what America's youth were thinking, and we helped them understand, hey, this is how you need to communicate with us. You need to be authentic. You need to use your authentic voice. You don't need to do all the silly dances that we do. You need to talk to us like we can really see you, because we're really out here in these streets living this American reality. And so you have to identify with that and just show us that this is really real for you as it is for us.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.